What's up guys, Commissioner here back in the video. Today's video is what if Total Drama Island had 3 teams. So, basically I put the teams in chat box. And these are the teams I got. I got Raging Raptors. I know one team has more than the other, but I'm going to say Chris is fine with that. Episode 1's a non-elimination. Also, you said what if Sadie was the villain. I do like that concept, so I decided to make that a separate part. So I'm thinking Sadie could also maybe be a villain. I might make that into another part. We'll see when Heather in the final 6 or 7, which I'll do. So, episode 2, this is jumping off the cliff and basically making your hot tub. So, Beth wouldn't jump, Bridget, Lashawna, Cody, Noah, Duncan, Harold jumps. On the bass, Courtney wouldn't jump. Lindsay, Izzy, Owen, Tyrone, Jeff, Trent jump. Katie, Sadie jump. Heather jumps. Eva, DJ doesn't jump. Zeke, Gwen, and Justin jump. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 3, 6. Alright, so then they get the advantage, the Raptors. So the Raptors are definitely winning this challenge. The Raptors are definitely winning. So Ezekiel survives another day. So it's between the Gophers or the Bass. Who would do better in this challenge? I think here, something just tells me the Gophers would be pretty good at this. I feel like Duncan would be pretty good at this. I think the Gophers actually win the challenge. I think the Gophers win because Noah's really smart, so Noah will be able to get his team together. Courtney's perfectionist attitude. I think the Gophers would more than likely win this challenge. Everyone would vote for Courtney because Ezekiel's not on their team to say his comment this time. So Courtney is eliminated in episode 2. Episode 3, the big sleep. Okay. So, we know that Owen falls asleep first in his team. So, Trent, he did the best in his team. Eva, Heather, and Gwen. I'm thinking Heather would make the alliance with Katie and Sadie and Ezekiel. I'm also thinking that she would get Justin in this, as she would see him easier to manipulate. So, and Duncan lasts longest in this team. So Trent would fall asleep. Heather and Eva. So Gwen and Duncan already win this challenge. So the Bass are losing again. So Lindsay and Tyler like each other. Izzy's crazy. Owen's Owen. I think here, I think Owen gets eliminated here because he's a very likable guy. But I think it was very late into the game. I think Owen will be fine, but I think at this point in the season, he was the first person to fall asleep on their team. He's getting voted off. So you have some big changes by 3 teams. Episode 4 is Dodgeball. So Duncan would still go to sleep on the Bass. Gophers. Noah wouldn't compete. So who would do ballet? Jeff's pretty good here. Trent's pretty good. And then Tyler's awful at this. Eva would dominate this game. Duncan's asleep. Harold's mad dodging skills. Noah wouldn't compete. Cody's pretty crafty this originally. The thing is, the reason Duncan was woken up was because of Courtney. But that wouldn't happen in this timeline. So, Lindsay and Tyler are off together. That would mean that Trent, Jeff, and Izzy are carrying their team. So, So I think the Gophers lose because Courtney said that if he doesn't help, he's going home. Like, Duncan here. Cody was really good at this originally, but nobody else in the team that could hit. I think Jeff, Trent, and Izzy could probably carry their team. Like, even if Lindsay and Trent were off, Izzy's quite agile, so she's quite fast. Eva would dominate this. Eva's definitely making it to the end. Now, normally I say the Gophers would win here because of Duncan, but Courtney's not here. This means that they wouldn't wake up Duncan this time, right? And Noah doesn't compete. So, the Gophers are losing this challenge. The reason why is Duncan helped the win in Herald, and Courtney said Harold can't just dodge, he needs to get the balls. So Harold's dodging wouldn't be enough to win this challenge. So, does Duncan get voted off here? Or Noah? I think Noah gets eliminated here for the same reasons as the original. Because Duncan at least helped and won it for his team last challenge. And I think everyone would think it'd be a bit unfair for Duncan to get booted off. So Noah's out. Episode 5 is the talent show. So who would compete in the challenge? We know Trent does it. The girls volunteer Justin. Heather does it. And Jeff would do it in this team. Harold would want to do it. I think talent. I think it would be DJ. So DJ, Justin, Heather. Trent, Jeff. I don't think they'd do Tyler or Lindsay. I think Izzy would have to do it. And Harold, Bridget, and Lashana. Maybe Duncan. So Bridget would do the handstand. She'd throw up on everyone. Harold beatboxes. I think Harold would win for his team. Harold would win it for his team. Between the Gophers and the Raptors. So, the Bass and the Raptors. So, I think here, Heather's got a decent score. I think Jeff skateboard breaks. Izzy is explosivo. Trent, he'd be alright. I think here, the Bass would be able to win. As Justin's looks. DJ is awful here. Heather's alright, so I think here, the Bass would lose the challenge. So they notice there's a couple. Lindsay and Tyler. Or they've got to get rid of Izzy. And I think Trent and Jeff decide to work together and realise they need to get rid of Lindsay or Tyler. And I think Tyler gets eliminated here. As Tyler's the least helpful in the challenges. Or would they rather get rid of Lindsay? Hard to say, I mean, Tyler... would they get rid of him here? Or Lindsay? I think they choose to get rid of Tyler at this point because he's not very helpful in the challenges. He's a big threat. Him or Lindsay, if they get closer, he's more physically athletic than Lindsay is. So Tyler's out. He's out earlier than the original, so Tyler's eliminated. Episode 6, this is the sucky outdoors. So Duncan still tells his horror story. Katie and Sadie get lost. And the last make it back. Izzy just Owen's not there to tell his bad story. The Gophers and the Bass win. So Heather's annoyed at our alliance because Katie and Sadie got lost. Does Katie get voted off here? So Gwen votes for Heather. DJ votes for Heather. Actually, so Heather realizes Justin's a threat. And Katie and Sadie like Justin. So she needs to get rid of one of these two, because if this carries on, they're going to choose each other in the finale. So I think she could get Zeke in an alliance and Justin. That's their alliance at this point. And Heather wants to keep Eva around because I think she wouldn't see her MVP player, but I think Heather would realise at this point dumping Eva would not be a good move. And I think Heather gets these two off Katie. These two offers Sadie. Sadie and Katie. Heather tells them probably vote for DJ. Heather votes for Katie. You're probably thinking, why would she eliminate her own alliance? Because Heather would realise at this point that if it keeps carrying on, Katie and Sadie are going to choose each other in the finale. And she needs to keep one of them around. I think ultimately she would think Sadie's easier to manipulate as a result. Episode 7, Phobia Factor. So this is doing the face challenge. So the time bomb, spiders. So Beth gets a point for bugs, Duncan gets a point for the cardboard, Harold fails the ninjas, Bridget fails the rain cloud, Cody fails the time bomb, and Lashana fails spiders. Trent passes the mine, Jeff fails the rain cloud, Izzy passes her fear flying, and Lindsay passes bad haircuts. So they have 4 fails. 3. So the Raptors. DJ passes the snake, Gwen passes the mimes, Heather passes the wrestler, Sadie passes the bad haircuts. So it's Eva, Ezekiel, and Justin. So Justin's fear would be looking ugly, or something to do with his face, and he's failing that. Eva's fear would be worms, or something small. I think Eva could do it. And that leaves Ezekiel. Now Ezekiel's fear is being outside. I think it's humiliation. And I think he could pass it. So, put me in the comments what you would have Ezekiel's fear as. So, this means that we have 1 fail on the Raptors, 1 fail on the Baths, and 4 fails on the Gophers. So, they have a decision to make. Which fear was more pathetic is probably the way they're going to go for. Cody's time bomb, the ninjas, Bridget's being over 6 hours, or Lashana's spiders. So Duncan would vote for Cody. Bridget votes for Cody. Harold, he wouldn't vote for Lashana, so he votes Cody. Beth probably votes Lashana. Cody votes Lashana. Bridget votes Cody. So I think Cody would actually be out here in episode 7 because it was a time bomb. But as a result, so I think Cody would actually get voted off in episode 7. Episode 8 is Up the Creek. So, Pez, Bridget, and Jeff, they're probably interacting at this point. She's mad at Jeff. It's her and Beth, and Lashana, Duncan, Harold, Lindsay, and Izzy, Trent, and Jeff, because obviously Heather's not manipulating, trying to get Gwen from Trent. So, Heather and Ezekiel, Justin and Sadie. Actually, no, Heather and Justin, Zeke and Sadie, Gwen, DJ, and Eva. I think Gwen will actually make an alliance with these 3 and try to get Heather's alliance. So, like the original, Harold would burn the oars. Jeff gets his injury. Izzy would give them the idea. I think DJ would still push his team back. And honestly, on the Gophers, I could see Lashana doing it, or Duncan. So Izzy still gets voted off, as she's still chased down by the CRMP. Episode 9 is Paintball Deer Hunters. So the deers and the hunters. Duncan the deer. Sean is a hunter, Bridget's a deer, and I'm going to say Beth's a deer as well. So Jeff's a hunter, Lindsay and Trent are deer. Lindsay's a hunter, Jeff and Trent are deer. DJ's a hunter, deer. Heather's a deer. Justin's a deer. And everyone else is the hunters. So I think DJ's definitely winning this challenge. There's no one's beaten DJ's team. So the Raptors are winning. Between the Gophers and the Bass, it's pretty hard to say, because obviously they're not rebelling. I'm going to give it to the Bass. I think the Bass would win this. They have a smaller team, so Trent and Jeff could separate a lot faster than the Gophers. So, Duncan votes for Harold. Harold votes for Duncan. Bridget votes for Harold. Beth, she votes for Duncan. LaShawn is the swing vote. I think she votes for Duncan, so Duncan goes in episode 9. Episode 10 is the cooking challenge, so Heather still salt in the freezer. Trent gets knocked out, so it's just Jeff and Lindsay. Beth's Chris statue. LaShawna makes her turnovers. Like, who would lose the challenge? I feel like that the Gophers and the Bass would actually win this challenge, because this team is that big with Heather being knocked in the freezer. Sadie would save her. This will annoy everybody else. And I think they win. They lose. As the farm bay blows up, so Heather has a line to 4. Gwen gets DJ and Eva to vote for Justin. Heather tells these three to vote DJ, vote Eva. Heather would flip though and actually vote Justin. So Justin's out. So you're probably thinking, why would she flip against Justin? Justin's her ally, and that's true. But Heather realizes, if this keeps carrying on, Justin's going to control the game with all the girls, and she's not going to get a chance to win this season. So she's working with Sadie, and her plan is to take Sadie to the finale. Hope that works. As a result, episode 11, this is where, so the rock climbing, DJ and Gwen, DJ and Eva, and Gwen, Shauna and Bridget, Trent and Jeff. So Eva and Gwen get the first point. The second part is Bullfish, Jeff and Lindsay, LaShawna, Harold, and Heather and DJ. Bass are losing. I probably think the Raptors are getting that point. Gophers are getting that point, so that's 1-1. The next part is the trapeze, Lindsay and Trent, Harold and Bridget, Eva and Ezekiel. Trent is now sent to the infirmary at this point. Moving to Sadie. Well, no, not by Eva and Gwen. Sadie. Lindsay has to hit a doll by herself. And LaShawna and Bridget. So in the end, I'm going to give the points to Eva and Sadie. Then point to Agni and DJ. There's no bunny this time, I guess, in this timeline. Or maybe Ezekiel kept it safe. I don't know. Actually, the bunny, Duncan wouldn't be there this time, so DJ wouldn't get a new bunny, so he wouldn't lift his mask up. So Shauna and Beth, which means that the Bass will lose the challenge, as no one can guide Lindsay. As Chris will make it unfair for her, this means that Lindsay, the guys are pretty annoyed here in the challenge, so they vote her off. So 12 basic training. So, holding the canoe over your head. People who tag out at this point: Sadie, Beth, the dancing part. I'm thinking Ezekiel will tag out. The 300 word essay, Bridget, Harold is then for the obstacle course. Sorry, of course. So Harold's forced to quit like the original legit. Harold wouldn't quit this time because Duncan's not there. So everyone gets to the tree. Eva, we know Jeff wins it for his team. Jeff comes second, Eva's third. I don't think anyone else on this team will actually be able to beat Jeff or Eva. So I think the Gophers actually lose. These three fall over. Then it's Heather, then DJ, Gwen, Jeff, and then Eva. So these two vote for Beth reveals the statue, as Heather tells Beth, show your lucky statue to your other campers. She tells Sadie to tell Beth, please tell the campers what you know about Beth's statue. These guys stop in fury. Beth reveals the statue, and because of that she gets voted off. Episode 13, Water Sulfur Diving Trent, Bridget, DJ. Trent still sent to the infirmary. This means Jeff has to dress the child by himself. Moose riding, Jeff, Lashana, Eva. In the end, Eva's probably in that point. Skiing, it would be Harold, Jeff, Heather. Heather's top still comes off. Jeff would be very good at this. Harold, he gets distracted, and because of that, Lashana and Harold, though with Lashana, she's not the nearest closest to Harold yet at this point. I think they vote for Bridget. So Bridget's out. But I did struggle with that vote because I wasn't sure on that one because I could see Harold going home. So fair enough. Episode 14. This is the brothers discussing this. So I probably think that the girls win it, but it's an elimination. Merge day is the merge cast. Sadie made the merge. So bye bye Raptors, bye bye Bass, bye bye Gophers. So I need two contestants. We'll bring back Izzy. Noah, Tyler. I think we'll bring back Noah. I think Noah would be pretty good to bring back from merge. So Noah's back. Alright. So episode 15 is where we have No Pain No Gain. So Gwen and Trent, they're likely talking at this point. They're a couple. They're getting on very well because they're on different teams. It would take longer for them to build their relationship, but I still think they would talk even on the opposite team. Shauna would still win that challenge. And Heather has Sadie, Ezekiel, Izzy, because for some reason Izzy's part of their alliance. Noah's on his own. I don't think Noah gets voted off. These two are together. Jeff's on his own. She's a 4-person alliance. So these two are together. Sean and Harold. Jeff and DJ. Noah, he's on his own. So I think everyone votes for Eva. Actually, Heather's not done that play yet. So I think Heather... Does Heather get voted off here? I think Sean is still in the meeting. Everyone votes for Eva because she's the biggest threat. So I think they vote her off. For slightly different reasons. It's more that she's a threatening player rather than her losing a temporarily MP3 player. So Eva's eliminated. Episode 16. Searching the Hostile Troy. This is the episode where Havoc is Trent. So this would still work. Sadie just replaces Lindsay. And I think Trent gets voted off. Pretty unfairly. But Noah would be smart enough to say, Trent, you messed up, dude. Then episode 17, so this is basically where the Guys Alliance was formed. I think Noah is 5. So the Guys Alliance wouldn't happen yet. I don't think the Guys Alliance happens. Episode 17, this is highly sneaky. Okay. So Shauna has the best hiding spot. Jeff, I don't see Zeke doing that well here. Sadie. I think DJ and Jeff get called out like Heather. Noah's really smart, so I think Noah could actually realistically find a really good hiding spot and win the challenge. So who gets voted off? Heather as a 4-person alliance. Heather as a 4-person alliance. Shawn and Harold. Noah goes to Jeff and DJ and says we need to work together to get rid of Heather and our alliance, which they accept. They convince Gwen. Gwen's got with Shauna and Harold. So these 4 are a majority. And they vote for Harold because he's very close to Shauna. These 3 vote for Ezekiel. Shauna votes for Ezekiel. It's 4, so it's 4 on Ezekiel. And Harold 4 on Ezekiel. I think about it. So I think Heather could convince Noah. And Noah, he wants to get rid of Harold because he was his former teammate. So I think he would be alright getting rid of Harold. So these 5 vote for Harold. These 3 vote for Sadie. DJ and Jeff. They vote for Harold. So Harold is out in episode 17. Episode 18. This is the bike race. So these next 2 episodes were very difficult for me to decide who would win because I have to account for people that wasn't here originally, so I hope you guys appreciate that. So Izzy and LaShawn have still gone for the entire episode, so they don't compete. Jeff forgets the bolts, DJ forgets, wipes out, and Gwen. So these 4 qualify for the next round. So Heather, we know, crosses the finish line. Like the original, so it's between Noah, Sadie, and Ezekiel. I think Noah could actually get across. I think Noah could probably get across between Ezekiel and Sadie. Between Ezekiel and Sadie, I don't know who would actually lose here. That's the problem. We've never seen them on bikes. But if I had to guess, I've got a feeling that Ezekiel is actually really good at this. I feel like Zeke. It's very close, but I think Zeke wins. Which means after this challenge, it's an automatic elimination for Sadie. So Sadie came 8th in this timeline. Episode 19 took out Screamer, so Heather's has her alliance free. DJ still was off. Heather does a thing. Jeff gets caught by ice cream. So these get caught. Izzy gets caught by herself. Ezekiel gets caught. Heather. Shauna. Noah tricks Gwen with the fake psycho. Because I feel like Noah would be pretty good at this. He'd have lots of knowledge on scary movie challenges. Considering that Duncan was able to trick Gwen in the original, I think it's not hard for me to believe that Noah could do the same. So Gwen still wins immunity. And unlike in the original, DJ still voted off. Episode 20 is where we have Wakanda Gone Wild. Okay. So Zeke Noah just replaced Owen and Duncan. It doesn't really matter what animal body they get because Gwen already wins the challenge. No, even if Noah wins, Izzy still shoots Heather, whereas I just think I was going to vote off Heather because she's the biggest. Well, Izzy because she shot Heather like the original. So not a lot has really changed at this point. Not a lot has really changed at this point as a result. Episode 21 is Triathlon. So we have Gwen and Jeff, Lashawna and Noah, Heather and Ezekiel. So force feeding your partner, Lashawna and Noah. Second part of the challenge is returning the statue to Bonnie Island. Gwen and Jeff would get that point. The final part is remember the elimination order. I think Noah and Lashawna easily win that challenge considering how good Lashawna was originally, and Noah's intelligence being very smart will be really good at this challenge. So Lashawna and Noah win immunity. So they think at this point it comes down to a popularity contest. So they get rid of Jeff. Episode 22, Lashawna still gets voted off. Episode 23 is the episode where they make Mr. Coconut. That wouldn't happen here. No Mr. Coconut, but that's non-elimination. Episode 24 is where we have... Are we there yet? So we have Noah and Ezekiel, Gwen and Heather. So... Duncan originally has the map, but then it gets taken by Heather. I think Noah would really this than Ezekiel. I don't think they'd get tricked. So they get out, the guys get out first. So the guys actually win this challenge. And I think Heather gets eliminated here. As even though Chef wouldn't have the same respect in the timeline, in this timeline as he does in the original, because Eva would have won the basic training challenge, I do think Chef would still like Gwen more than Heather. Episode 25 is the dares. So the dares are an element. I don't know what dares they could have gotten. So Gwen's definitely making it to the end. She drank out of the toilet, so she's making it to the end. So Noah and Ezekiel, I don't know who gets voted off here. Who would handle pain better? I mean, Noah did that laser mill tour, but Zeke ate rat cheese. You know what? I think Noah gets eliminated because I think Noah would do the worst out of these guys. So I think Zeke actually would make it. It's close, but I think I think Ezekiel barely makes it through. So they each get winning endings. And the helpers. Noah's with Zeke, Heather Zeke, Shauna Gwen, Jeff Gwen, Izzy Gwen, DJ Gwen, Sadie Gwen, Harold Gwen, Zeke, Trent Gwen, Eva Gwen, Bridget Gwen, Beth Zeke, Lindsay Zeke, Justin Zeke, Duncan Gwen, Cody Gwen, Katie Gwen, Tyler Gwen. Oh no, he's Tyler Zeke. Owens, Gwen, Courtney probably goes with Ezekiel. So they get over the fight, they race to the end, they each get winning endings depending on when they cross the finish line. So I probably think Gwen wins it in most endings, but Ezekiel's also an option. So thank you guys for watching. This is the animation on how I think the season would have gone if, in Total Drama, Ireland had 3 teams. And yeah, peace forever.